And this is where really the anxiety about match comes from. It's not because, oh, you're not competitive enough or this and that and a third, but it comes from the fact that at baseline, the 2024 PGY1 report says that 5,457 total applicants submitted an application last year. And of that, 4,756 of them actually submitted a rank. Of that number, 3,530 people actually secured a match, and 1,226 of them did not match. And that brings us to a composite match rate for PGY1 position of 74.3, so roughly 75% for the 2024. And so that means about 25% of participants in phase one or in PGY1 application pursuits did not match. There were 4,255 PGY1 positions in the match. Let's put that against 5,457. If you look at it, there are over 1,000 positions, a difference of 1,000 applicants that are still in the match that are not going to get matched because the number of applicants continues to be higher than the number of positions that are being offered. And this is where really the anxiety about match comes from. It's not because, oh, you're not competitive enough or this and that and a third, but it comes from the fact that at baseline, if you understand the numbers, you know that the number of people going into match every year continues to be higher than the number of positions at your disposal to choose from, apply, interview, rank, and actually end up matching. And I think this is a very important point that gets overlooked often when candidates are applying. And I'm not sure why that is. If it's just that people are unaware that this data is in fact publicly available. If you go on the Match website, you can look at data going back years and years and years. And I think that you should spend some time understanding it. You should spend some time learning and understanding it. And so who matched and who didn't match, right? When we go to that question of whether or not you're competitive enough for the match, you will find out that there are things that you can actively do to remove that doubt out of your mind and prepare yourself for a successful match. There are some behavioral patterns when you compare candidates who match to candidates who don't match. I do a lot of phase two counseling and a lot of phase two coaching, and the difference is very, very apparent. It's clear. And at times, it really does focus on one little thing that candidates need to switch up, and they emerge completely different in phase two and have much, much, much more success. Last episode, I outlined to you what I have personally observed to be patterns in candidates that succeed at phase one and what they do well. And this is just a brief overview of that same thing again. Candidates that are successful, they can clearly tell you how residency gets them to the next level. And many people, a fallacy out there, think that that next level has to be a PGY2. That is a fallacy I am so determined to stand up to. It is not true. Having to say that, oh, I'm going to do a PGY1 and then do a PGY2 and then become board certified and then have this elaborate career. And some programs are really and truly in it because they want to produce confident, competent, well-rounded pharmacists that are practice ready. Okay? And you need to hear me on that. Because some programs really just want to produce the best, well-rounded and competent and confident clinical pharmacists, because it is no secret that you graduate from pharmacy school and being entrusted with human lives. Many, many, many candidates, if they are honest, will tell you that they do not feel like they are ready to take on that responsibility. They are in need of some more training, confidence building, and all these different things. Residency is the perfect playground for that. It's the perfect training ground to get you ready here, but also in here to take care of people, right?